I never saw a guiltier man in my life.
Now, what does a guilty man look like? He's not guilty until we say he is guilty. Are we to vote on his face?
Show's about a group of people that have to make a decision, and they have to come to a consensus on a decision. And it's really about getting together in a group with strangers and having to work through their own demons and be equitable, having to grapple with life and death on the line, by the way, and having to maneuver and digest and work through all of the personalities in the room.
This kid is guilty. He's got to burn. We're letting him slip through our fingers.
Our fingers. Are you his executioner?
I'm one of them.
I think one of the most interesting things about this show is the social commentary that it provides. The show is set in the early 1960s, but the issues that they're discussing really, unfortunately, are the same issues that we're talking about even 60 years later, and how different groups of people are treated inequitably in the justice system. And I think that's a really compelling part of the show for audiences to be aware of.
Look, this kid has been kicked around all his life. You know, growing up in a slum, his mother dead since he was 9. That's not a very good head start.
It gives us a chance to look at the judicial system. And it's a difficult thing. I've never been in a jury, so I imagine that being in a jury and having to decide on somebody's fate is a very tough thing to do.
They're grasping at straws.
As guilty as they get. That's the kid, I suppose.
What I have loved watching the most is just the emotion that comes through. I think all of the talent here has just done a really good job of identifying who their characters are and making you really feel that's who they are. You forget that they're actors and you think they're those people up there in that jury room waiting to deliberate and trying to argue their points about whether or not this person is guilty or not guilty.
You come in here with your heart bleeding all over the floor about slum kids and injustice, and you tell these wild stories, and you got these soft-hearted old ladies listening to you. Well, I'm not. I'm getting real sick of you.
Everybody should come see this show. I think it's a wonderful study in human nature. It's a great opportunity to see some local actors and production staff who are really doing an excellent job and are great storytellers. And it's a compelling story, a courtroom drama that's going to just carry people along into the story.